Hi everyone. Thought I'd make an attempt here at narrating a hang gliding video. This is the 4th of July 2023 at Buffalo Mountain. This is the launch at Buffalo. Just panning around to take a look at who's around. This is about 3:30 in the afternoon. A lot of people had already launched. Some had got up, some, mixed results. It was not a good, consistent day. It was getting better as the afternoon got later, and by the time I launched here at 3:30, it was better conditions than they had had earlier. Still wasn't great. It was still pretty iffy, but it was, getting better overall. It was a blue sky day, no cumulus clouds to help us out over the mountain. There's some clouds around off on the horizon, but nothing out over the valley that would help us, to mark any thermals or anything. Paraglider launching to my left. So I've got a good cycle here. You can see the streamer. That's a thermal cycle coming through. It wasn't really blowing that good all the time, but that was a good cycle to launch in. Take a look back at launch. I got worried. I was starting to think I was going to get a sled ride. I got down on the head wall, and I finally found something, and I was able to just sort of float up in it. And this scene is like I'm actually getting above launch here in a second. The day was inconsistent. The thermals were inconsistent. There was a lot of sink. And when you did have a thermal, there were some really good cores sometimes in the thermals. I even saw like 900 feet per minute plus on my Vario. But that kind of climb rate was just as you were in the core of some of these thermals, and it was really hard to stay in it for very long. You might get 5 to 10 seconds of a good climb like that, and then you'd be out of it. But I found that turning really aggressively in the thermals, really putting the glider up on a wingtip, helped my average climb rate quite a bit. Just trying to stay tight in the core. Got some paragliders there to the west. They're scratching their way up just like I am. Nice view there of the paragliders. So I'm a little bit above launch now and starting to breathe a little easier, because with hang gliding, a lot of times, in fact most times, the higher you get, the easier it is to stay up. And also, getting above the top of the mountain can give you a pretty big advantage, because the lift will break off of the top of the mountain and you can get back just behind the ridge line, and you can generally find more lift by doing that, and it becomes easier to stay up. And it was like that here. So, and on some of the climb outs, I know I was getting way behind the ridge line, a mile or more back probably, and because it was southwest overall, and so you'd wind up drifting back with an overall slow climb rate and a good bit of wind. It was drifting you a lot. You wind up way back behind the top of the mountain. Nice view of the launch there. So once I got up, I headed down the ridge, hoping to, maybe run across better lift. I'm a couple of miles down from launch here to the west, but it was the same everywhere, just, broken stuff that you really had to work at to get up in. I mean, it was there. It was, you could work it, but it was not an easy day to stay up. Got a few close turns here with another hang glider. because of the wide angle on the camera, he doesn't look like he's that close to me, but he was actually, we were pretty close. We get a little closer here in another turn or two. So this was 4th of July 2023. It was a good day. Not the greatest flying conditions, but we did get to fly. Everybody, there was a lot of folks that came to Buffalo, to the Buffalo area to fly over the 4th. A lot of them from out of state. From some of them traveled a good distance. And it was good because everybody that wanted to fly got to fly, and nobody got hurt, and that makes a good day. I did not get any landing footage, and I love landing clips. I think they're the most exciting part of hang gliding videos, is a good, cool landing, but didn't get any on this flight because my camera went dead. The battery went dead before I landed, and so I didn't get any. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. This was 4th of July.